must be imaginative, strong-hearted. You must try things that may not work. And you must not let anyone define your limits because of where you come from.
So with this week, finishing off, we're talking about goal setting, and we're actually going to learn a couple lessons from the movie Pixar's Ratatouille. Sounds like rat and patootie. All right, digital fist bump if you got that reference.
It sounds like rat and patootie. Rat patootie.
For those who do not know, Ratatouille is a spectacularly entertaining movie about a rat who loves to cook. That is a cruel irony. I kid you not. This is about a rat who loves to cook. And despite how people view him, despite his opposers, and despite the opposition he faces, he's bent on his goal of becoming a cook. Throughout this movie, this main character named Remy, he is determined not only to prove his father wrong, but also to prove to himself that he's more than just a rat who's supposed to steal garbage.
We're thieves, Dad. And what we're stealing is, let's face it, garbage.
It isn't stealing if no one wants it.
If no one wants it, why are we stealing it? Let's just say we have different points of view.
I thought it was important and something to be said about not letting your circumstances in life affect you. You know, you could have just wallowed in the mire and said, I have this talent, but I'm not going to use it because I'm only just a rat. All people see is a rat. People see what they want to see, so why would I use my talents and actually try to go for my goals if everyone in the world is just going to be shooting me down? But throughout the movie, he actually makes these small little strides in proving to people that, hey, even though he's a rat, he's a pretty good cook too. And a couple characters, key characters, who actually saw that he is more than just a rat. Mainly three. There's Linguini. If you've seen the movie, that's the guy who Remy uses to cook with. There's Linguini's bae, Colette.
Keep your station clear or I will kill you!
And Remy eventually wins her heart over to accept the fact that he is a good cook. And then there's the big bad wolf of them all, the scary, disturbing food critic, Anton Ego. I mean, this guy will cut up a restaurant and scratch it and destroy it and tear it up like a mongoose fighting a snake. You know, we'll just attack it with no warning at all. And all these three characters noticed that despite him being a rat, and despite the fact that, you know, rats form plague carriers, you know, people say they're disgusting, they eat trash, etc. They blotted all that out. They said, well, you know what, this rat has proven me wrong because he actually makes it a point to walk on 2 feet, just like a human, and to constantly wash his paws. He doesn't eat garbage. He's interested in cooking clean food, and also the rat can cook, man. I mean, have you ever tried to make an omelet? Like seriously, have you tried to make it when it's not burnt? Trying to get that nice consistency and the yellow to pop out. You're not trying to get it burnt. I've tried it dozens of times. I always burn the omelet. Remy doesn't. Remy is a good cook, okay? I get a little passionate about that stuff. Anyways, I really appreciated the underlying themes of this movie. One important one is that for someone who's trying to achieve a goal and you see somebody trying and working, you can't just look at somebody and say, you can't do it because of X, Y, and Z. To look at somebody and say, you know what, you're not qualified to be an athlete. You can't be a weightlifter. You can't be somebody who loves to sing. You can't even dance. Well, I mean, some people can't dance, but hey, if people love dancing, even though it looks like some sort of weird, exotic exercise, whatever it is, if they want to dance and they have that goal of being a better dancer, hey, let them be a better dancer. If you see somebody achieving a goal, you can't just look at them on the outward appearance and say, you can't do it. And even the audience gets tricked into judging characters. Think about the cooks in the kitchen, how we misjudge them to be cooks, and we find out a whole lot of other stuff about them. Some of them have different background stories. Some of them used to be in the circus. Some of them do interesting things with their thumb. Cue this guy.
I killed a man with this thumb.
We judge Linguini and we think he's a failure. You know, Linguini often reminded me of my 17-year-old self. You know, I was getting smacked by a woman, had a demanding manager, didn't have that much confidence in myself. It's kind of like looking in a mirror when I think about it. We judge Colette and think she's harsh. We even judge Anton Ego, the antagonist of this movie, and judge him to be this monstrous person. And it's not until the climax of the movie that we actually see where Ego's passion and his love for food came from. So it's a lot about really not judging somebody the way they look. And I know it sounds obvious, but not judging a book by its cover. Heck, people probably look at me and they don't think I would make a video about a rat who loves to cook, but people see what they want to see. And even though this is happening in the movie, people see Remy the way they view him. He basically does not care. And there are times where he doubts himself. There are times when he's close to living the self-fulfilling prophecy about being a thief, but he ultimately realizes that he's not trying to be a human. He's not trying to be a rat. He's simply trying to be a cook. And he's able to stay a cook by not going all the way human and by not leaving his family. And it's a nice balance that he was able to go and move forward with to achieve his goal and to achieve his dreams.
So ultimately, what's the point of this little mini video essay? My point is that along your mental, emotional, and physical fitness journey, you will meet people and you'll find people who are trying to stop you. However, when that happens, just remember the opening quotes to this video. Do not let anyone define your limits because of where you come from. Focus on your passion and your goals and blot out all the negativity. Check it out the window and focus on what you love doing. And this lesson is displayed beautifully by the movie Pixar's Ratatouille.
So that was it. That's a nice little compliment. You can call it a more of a motivational part 2 Monday. So I kind of like that lesson. Now, if you've seen the movie Ratatouille and you have your own interpretations and personal ideas and thoughts about it, and if you had any lessons that you wanted to mention to me, if you have any lessons that you wanted to mention to me, let me know in the comments section down below. If you watched Ratatouille, what'd you think of it? I think the score in my head for the movie is like an 87, 89. That's a high B. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys continue to achieve your goals. Remember to stay mentally fit, emotionally fit, and physically fit. And I will see you all in the next video.